Hey everybody! This is the final installation for the Brave the Midwest event, the first Greater Peoria Tour stop of 2025. Got Ben in the booth wrapping this up.
Yep, we got a beautiful April day. Looking forward to watching, some more really nice disc golf from the MA3 field here at Bradley Park in Peoria. Not too much wind to speak of. Should be fun. We got Carson out to a little bit of a lead. See if he can maintain that or someone can chase him down.
Yeah, he might shoot some magic for those in the MA3 division for sure. People will be excited watching that. So we're going to move into the harder of the two nines, starting with the original hole 1. This is our hole 10 for us for the event, but this is actually more of a 310, 20-foot shot, par 3. A lot of players are trying to throw a low skipping shot to get up the tiny hill there, or really throw something a lot harder in a spike hyzer to get the left distance. As you see here from Carson, that's about what you got to do to get a circle 1 putt. You're still going to be right at the basket, but it's not near as severe as like hole 12 or hole 16 that we saw.
Yeah, definitely. And that looks like it had pretty good width. I couldn't quite tell if it got through the branches, but at worst I'll have a C2 look from there.
Yeah, so a little extra inside, a little redirection there. That did not get around.
No, that did not get through, and that needs to sit down. There is an OB path on the right, but he stays in bounds. Should be a routine up and down from there.
Absolutely. May even be able to give it a run from there too. It's long circle 2, but still a chance at Dax. Good power, good width. That's going to be right of the basket, maybe a little deep, but
should be around circle's edge though. Definitely a makeable look for him.
Certainly.
And I believe Cecil we saw taking the same kind of high hyzer line as well round 1. Let's see if he follows that up with the same shot round 2 here. Going a little bit lower,
but actually that's the parking shot.
Yeah, fights through the branch, and that should be pretty close.
Little throw approach from Travis.
Yeah, leaves it a little short, but makeable. And Dax, this is one of the better shots I've seen towards the long position. And wow, what a putt! From way downtown, 55 feet or so. That's a great way to start your back nine here.
Yes, for sure.
And Cecil went a little bit deep as well, coming back from 25 feet or so, and can't quite connect.
Puts the right height on it. I think that's good pace, but yeah, just pulling it strong side. Yeah, you want to close out, and Carson.
Oh man, can't connect from a very makeable C1 birdie look.
I don't know if he's thinking about the front 9 and the pace he's putting on right now, being 5 down out of 9 holes. He's definitely keeping pace with some of the better players from higher divisions too.
Yeah,
in the grand scheme of things, he's doing a great job.
Yeah, no, he's certainly putting together a very nice couple of rounds here.
Yeah, so don't let that get you to overthink things. Still keep things smooth. Keep things routine. Yep. 1 long circle 2 putt for a bird and a few pars. Surprised to not see a few more birdies in there, but we got what we got, and that's all right.
Yep.
All right, guys, going to shout out Power Grip. If you guys are ever in the Bloomington area, coming from Chicago, St. Louis, whatever, you guys got to stop by the Power Grip store. You can get to them pretty easily from the interstate. Go say hey to Zach Parcell and thank him for the help that he gives the Peoria area disc golf scene.
Yeah.
We're going to move to, once again, another warm-up style shot here at hole 2.
Yep, 220 feet, pretty straightforward. First round we actually saw a couple different players taking the wide forehand flex line, but the typical play is kind of a putter or maybe a mid-range straight. Looks like we will have Dax taking the forehand, not quite as extreme flex as we were seeing from some of our other players. That's going to come up a little short, but he'll have a C2 look.
Yeah. This green not really posing too much danger, as I explained the first round. You really don't want to put the straight, overstable approach disc too high on this forehand line, or else it'll fade out towards the slope that can lead down to the road. It can easily creep over.
Yeah, that's a very nice shot from Carson. It should be under the bucket.
Very good. Yeah, a little baby anti-flex is usually a pretty good shot here. With something marginally overstable.
Yep, and Looks like Travis is trying the same line.
Yep.
Hangs it a little bit wider, but
Nice.
gives it enough height to let it fight back, and we'll have a C1 look as well.
Yeah. That's usually what I see if I'm throwing the forehand too. But last I think I threw the backhand on this, and it looks like 4 forehands. So
Yeah, proving me wrong.
ooh, inside. Oh, and that
Yeah,
actually got a
catches a
little.
late tree. That'll be, hopefully that sat down, but it looks like it
Got a little
should.
scary there.
Oh, who's that? Who's that?
Don't ask me, I don't know.
We'll get to them here pretty soon. Don't you guys worry your sweet little heads. We're gonna be getting to that soon. All right, first of our birdie looks. Come on, Dax.
Oh man, splashes out on the right.
That was strong.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. I think we talked about this on the coverage here last year. I'm not a huge fan of these baskets personally. It does feel like, you know, once or twice around you'll see a putt come off the pole or not catch on that, especially on that pro side.
Yeah, I think the downside. Oh, that had absolutely no chains to play with.
Yeah.
But I think the downside to these veteran baskets is there's actually maybe like. I think if they had 1 or 2 more chain links of length, they'd actually get some better catch.
Yeah.
I think there's just
Little
not
extra
enough
tension in there.
profile. There's a little too much tension in the chains and not enough profile for it to really catch the discs on the periphery. So that pocket, definitely you want to hit a little bit higher here on these baskets. A little bit more center is always preferable, but they are strong chains, will catch wide variety of power
Yeah.
for your putt. But yeah, the right and left is usually a miss.
For sure.
All right.
Yeah, good birdies for Carson and Cecil there. Obviously, 4C1 looks. You'd love to see a star frame, but oh well.
It happens.
Yep.
Yeah, in the back 9 here at Bradley, your putting is usually what starts to shake, especially once you start seeing some spit outs like that. But don't want to go right over Innova here. So they are the title sponsor for the tour and comprise a majority of all the Players Packs items, including the giveaway that I have for you guys as well. If you guys check the description below to see how you can get entered, you have the chance to win a Players Pack from the Brave the Midwest event. So see that down below. Would love to have you guys entered for that, and would love to give it away to someone who loves a little bit of Innova, or even if you don't love Innova, enter anyway.
You'll like the discs.
You'll
They're
like
good
it.
discs.
It's all fine. All right.
Hole 3, we've got 338 feet. Pretty straight. You know, a bit of a gap to hit off the tee. The real danger is the drop off behind the basket and the hard pan underneath the basket. So if you're coming in a little too hot, you can definitely be in danger of that. This is a really nice shot from Carson, just pushing straight. He'll actually not have a death putt, it looks like, on this hole somehow. You know, maybe just outside circle or right at edge of circle, but you know, looking at ground behind the basket, which is kind of a rare sight on this one. Typically, you'll be a little bit short and have that kind of scary drop off behind.
Yeah, Cecil hanging that out right as well. That's the preferred spot to be if you are going to be short, because then you can have your approach kind of just settle on flat ground instead of risk running into the back slope that can push your disc OB. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, and that's that's a great kick for Dax. It's hard to tell. I mean, I can definitely hear we have a decent amount of wind here. It's hard to tell the direction. I'd wager that it's a bit of a headwind based on the discs, how the discs are flying. Yeah, so a little bit overturned from Dax, but gets a great tree kick to put him inside circle.
and that was a little overforced from Travis there.
Yeah, and then looking for a big swing here.
But he gets some, yeah, he's
Yeah.
definitely close for a putt, so that should be a routine putt for him. Yeah, this is a good place to be just to put it close. You don't want to run the basket from here, but
Yeah,
that's a good layup.
Yeah, that's a good weight on it. I was a little worried out of his hand that it was coming in a little bit faster and, scaring that slope. But yeah, well done by Cecil. And we've got, looks like a birdie putt for Dax. Oh yeah, there we go.
Jams it.
Very nice. And that's the scary putt. That's the one
Yes.
straight at the street behind. So well done. And a nice putt from Travis as well for his par save.
That's what you want here.
So you've got Carson for birdie. Not quite nothing behind the basket, but oh yeah,
Confidence.
very nice.
And the two birdies for this round came
Yep.
from those guys. So
yeah, well played by them. Honestly, well played by the card. 2 under par is, you know, the best any card in MA3 played it. So
great.
Here we go.
Yeah, and this kind of summarizes here on the front nine what a lot of the holes have design-wise, risk-wise, is the basket's poised so closely to a slope that goes to a road. So OB is definitely in play here on the front nine holes. Guys, if you haven't heard about Underdog yet, you guys haven't been listening. So check them out in Peoria and Springfield. You will not regret stepping into the store and seeing the Underdog team. Bunch of good stuff.
Ton of new and used discs. Yeah,
I love the used section.
Oh,
man.
I
can't
especially
get
in
over
Peoria, they've got a ton. Hole 4 here, 223 feet, par 3, playing as a pretty decent right to left moving shot. Most players are going to be taking kind of an overstable putter or mid-range and trying to get a soft little skip towards the basket. Looks like Carson is hanging this out a little bit wide. That could get a good skip. It doesn't look like it's in danger of going OB deep, but it's probably going to be a mid-circle 2-putt.
It'll be a scary putt too, because that's one where the backside of the green falls out as well too, so it lets those hard putts run away. And
wow, I haven't seen that line. I can't say I really like it. It feels like you're bringing in a lot of the left side brush into play. I can't really say that I see the benefit of that, but
I think it's a super easy 3. It actually opens up the airspace and gives you the best chance of at least getting down to the green. You're gonna have a challenging putt if you get caught on the left side.
Yeah.
But I would say it has the best chance of like sitting down anywhere within circle 2 for a pitch up and a move on.
Mm-hmm.
So although this hole you really do want to score.
Yeah, and it feels like, I mean, we've seen Dax's backhand at this point for a good number of holes, and he's competent enough that I don't think the gap is intimidating or anything. In my opinion, it should just be a pretty straightforward backhand hyzer.
Yeah, and he gets caught early.
Yeah, especially when you get into this stuff, it doesn't really feel like you need to bring it into play.
For his par.
Yeah. Oh boy, that's got to sit down too. I think it catches the tree. That's fortunate. Definitely, if you miss that, it can get into trouble quick.
Cecil. Looking at a similar putt here. Trying to give it enough height. Oh man.
That's a good bid.
I liked that pace. Just kind of putting at the basket like a trash can.
Yeah,
like
keeps it nice and slow. I think Travis might have even hit the CTP stick here, keeping him a little bit farther away from the basket, but a nice putt to save his par in any case.
Dax for his bogey.
There we go. Good to limit the bleeding there.
Yeah, losing a bit of ground here. Dax still has a few holes, some scoreable holes to recover from, but also some of these holes have a good chance to keep adding to your score. So
and that's another birdie for Carson.
He's 8 down on the round, and we're only 2/3 of the way done.
It's another turkey for him, I believe.
Whew. All right, guys, I said we'd mention them, and here we are. OTB, they really are only the best, in my personal opinion. You guys check them out online. One of the best online retailers in the sport of disc golf. Great competitive pricing, great sales, all of the merchandise and products pretty much available on their store. Go see them. We have hole 5, a 220-foot hole, par 3. You're really just wanting to throw a gentle left to right moving shot that hits just at the crest of this hill and lets the disc kind of creep up and over onto the green. So you have your choice of the backhand baby flex or a forehand kind of a flip up.
Yep. And we did also see the forehand flex play in the first round. Not a typical play. I don't think we'll probably see that again. But it is an option kind of early in the year when we don't have the bushes fully grown in yet.
Yeah, you can see that gap here, kind of where the camera's standing.
Yep. And first round we did see Cecil throw, I think looked like a fairway driver and go a little bit deep. No, it looks like he's throwing the same disc here, so
yeah,
playing for that same shot, and man, just not quite getting through, not quite committing to the turn enough there.
Yeah.
But should be a relatively easy up and down from the gully.
Forehand here.
Yeah, Travis going for
a
flex up the gut. That's well thrown shot. Doesn't quite get the skip he's hoping for on that hillside probably. So he's
up on the crest.
Yeah,
he's got about a 25-footer.
Yeah. And looks like Dax is also trying this forehand play.
Is a lot higher. That's
Yeah.
gonna fade off for sure.
Yeah, hoping to catch a tree, but not quite. He might have a C2 look from there, but it's going to be heavily obstructed if he has anything.
Yeah, we saw Jeremy
boy.
kind of down where he was headed, and that rolls away to Circle's edge.
Yeah, it's not going to be an easy par save for Carson. Just looked a little bit undercommitted on the approach shot, I think, but it should be makeable. Here's Cecil for birdie from a tricky spot. That's a good effort. Just a little bit floated, but good bit. Carson for par. He said it. I don't need to iterate on that, I guess.
You can't get it in the basket if it never goes above it.
Yep. Oh man, and Travis, I mean, he's a ways back, but getting 2 strokes would have, maybe shown a little bit of light on the chance of someone catching Carson here.
No, but I think this kind of shows with only 4 holes left to play after this one closes out. Really, Carson just has to play clean.
Yeah, definitely.
Play clean. Doesn't have to challenge every single basket for bird. He'll do well.
Yeah, and we don't have too much danger in the remaining holes either. I mean, there's a little bit of OB that could come into play, but all that is mostly near the basket. So even if you go out, you'll have putts.
All right. Looks like 3 pars and a bogey.
Yeah, this hole played kind of middle of the pack, average right around even par. So
It's not
It's not a
a
gimme.
technical.
Yeah.
It's a technical hole. So yeah, you just have to know what the best part of your game is and really try to throw that shot to score here. So all right, guys, shout out to Game On. Check them out on Facebook. If you guys have any VR or arcade game needs for any event of any variety, bachelor, wedding, whatever it might be, check them out. They're a bunch of fun. So thanks to them for kicking back to the event. We have hole 6, just a field goal post approach shot. That's uphill, that's blind, ground plays fast. So this is all distance control for with a few different variables.
yep, either forehand or backhand play, whatever you're more comfortable with. Like you said, just trying to hit the gap and land it nice and soft. That looks like a very nice shot for Cecil. It should stay pretty close, I believe.
Yes.
Let's see, it looks like Travis may be lining up the wide hyzer line. Can't quite tell. Yeah, he is going to try the wide hyzer. Just got to fight through a couple branches and trees. Doesn't quite get the weight on it correct, so that'll be a very scary look from, deep C2.
I used to throw the wide hyzer, but I think that tree that he clipped is more common than people realize.
Yeah,
The branches are low, and the tree is properly placed for the perfect hyzer to get parked.
I think the wide shot plays a lot better for the B pin when it's pushed a little farther
Yeah,
back and a
agreed.
little farther to the right.
Yeah, this straight shot here is just throw your neutral to understable putter, approach disc, just straight through the gap and let it carry straight. On
Yeah.
either forehand or backhand, you're in a good position. So we see a couple park jobs there.
Carson leaves it a little bit short, but should be dropping in for
Is
par.
he slipping, man? Is he falling apart? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, with 6 strokes to play and 3 holes to play, looks like he should be okay, barring something catastrophic, but we'll see. Cecil's got a pretty close look for birdie after a very nice drive.
Yeah, looks like 3 really great drives.
Yeah. I think that must be the approach for Travis.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
There you go, Cecil. Good putt.
Getting back to even.
Yeah, and then we'll just have basically drop-ins for Dax, Travis, and Carson.
All right, our leader just kind of keeping himself safe, out
Yep.
of arm's reach. So we'll see how Travis can keep on pushing forward. I think there's contention for second place. see how Travis holds it together moving forward. Treasures of the Forest, a group of cool cats that like to get out into nature and just find some really cool pieces of the forest and turn them into minis. It's really cool. They gave back to the event and the tour with some fun prizes. So thanks to them for giving to the tour as we move into the only par 4 of the in-course.
Yep, playing closer to 550 feet. Most players are going to be taking the route that the drone is flying right now, trying to get a pushing hyzer to skip basically where the drone is here, move forward a little bit, and then you have either a hyzer or a straight shot approaching the basket. A little bit of potential trouble around the basket with OB just outside of circle, but shouldn't really come into play unless you really shank an upshot.
Absolutely. And we're just going to get a few celebrity shots here. So we caught up with the card in front of us, and
there we go.
Getting a little extra footage here. So yeah, that's usually what a lot of players end up throwing, is just a hyzer shot that never really leaves hyzer. You want to avoid doing this, pushing too straight.
Yeah, I mean, if it gets through the trees over there, you're just adding on a little bit more distance for the upshot. Yeah, I mean, the real risk is hitting a tree and taking off a lot of your distance. But yeah, nothing wrong with the way that one ended up. There is potential danger if there are people on a 3's tee pad that can come into play.
Absolutely. A lefty forehand here, kind of just throwing the same shape.
Yep. Yeah, just not quite getting as much distance as the other players there.
That's all right.
All right, let's see. Back to our main feature card here. Cecil, this looks like a very nice hyzer.
It rides straight a little bit. We lose it up in the branches, but I think it keeps going.
There you go. Nicely done.
Yeah, so we're moving to, you see the leaves there, a tail right to left is really going to help these discs get back to the left and a little extra distance too.
Yeah, and that's a great angle and great flight from Dax. I mean, that's probably pushing
close to 400,
feet.
yeah.
We'll have a, should be some 150 foot shot to get up and down for his birdie.
He'll get up there and he'll say to himself, you can't mess this up. It's that kind of shot. And then I say that same thing to myself with a lot of tee shots here, and then I go and mess it up. So
yeah. Let's see. Carson, looks like he's going high speed.
Oh yeah, and that's the shot for lots of distance, is just barely missing that initial tree.
Not my play, but it works.
Yeah, he missed it a little bit inside of what he was going for, but like you said, it works. Well done. Travis, leaving a little bit to be desired on his upshot.
Yeah, I think he was struggling to find a gap, and he just wanted to get something where he advanced and play it clean. So playing it for the 4, he'll be all right.
Yep. Carson going for this little flex forehand.
Ooh, he splits
the trees and sits down for a birdie look. I would guess that he was going for a little bit more turn on that shot and taking the larger gap, but well committed shot either way, and he'll have a look.
I think a little low and inside again from Cecil. He'll work it out.
This is a huge drive from Dax. I mean, I would say that's more than 400 feet most likely. And great approach shot. That's how you want to play the hole right there.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Dax just put that hole on repeat. We know you can play some good disc golf, man. Keep it up.
Cecil looking to Carson looking to just add on with another birdie here.
And he does it.
Yeah, well done.
He's got something going. He knows how to putt.
Yeah, and he's looking confident for sure right now, which always helps. Travis for his par save.
And you got it.
Nice clean looking spin there.
A little bit of a breeze picking up some swirly winds.
Yeah, you don't always get a consistent wind direction or wind speed out here. We're kind of, especially on this top half of the course, playing, up high on almost a plateau.
A bluff.
Yeah, and it varies and kind of picks up and dies down on you pretty quick. So, always good to be able to get a good wind read and kind of know what's going on there. Great birdie for Dax. Yep. Just exactly how you want to execute the hole.
Dax recovering a little bit. He was having some woes, and hopefully that'll be a good confidence booster for wrapping up what's been a kind of tough round for him. But shout out to Die to Self, Jim Fowler, dyeing some excellent plastic and doing a great job of it as well. He donated CTPs for the events, and yeah, he's just a great around guy with all around great guy with good product. So check him out in person at one of the tour stops. Hole 8.
Yeah, we got 259 feet. Kind of playing over this slight valley. You've got the OB road on the left that you want to avoid. Definitely comes into play with tree kicks or errant drives. Players are going to try to play this kind of the circle's edge short and get a little hop up. Usually with this, usually you see a forehand flip up instead of a forehand flex, but that'll work for Dax there.
That gap doesn't exist.
That's not a real gap.
No.
If he tells you he's trying for that, don't listen to him.
Not even the pros would. That was ridiculous. And he gets to circle one from there. That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's
Carson,
a good line.
Yep. Hoping for a little bit of a stable finish. And I think he gets it, so he should be right around edge of circle or inside of C1 for a birdie look there. Let's see.
Yeah.
Cecil's also trying for this backhand turnover up the central gap.
Oh, and he does it, miss it.
Yeah, it's just got a hold.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good shot from Cecil.
Yeah, what ends up happening is a lot of players that end up overturning it get right or a little bit deep, and then they have a scary putt because the ground falls out behind the basket again. But from where Cecil is, he gets to putt at the basket with no concern about the disc at the basket. That's a common result for the extra overstable.
The line looked good out of Travis's hand, but didn't quite get the stability or the angle right, and fades out a little bit early. Thankfully stays in bounds, so easy up and down for par. Let's see, we got Dax with his birdie look from 20 feet or so, maybe 25 feet.
Yeah, these greens for hole 2 and hole 8 here are very close to each other. They're about 60 feet from each other, so you can easily play into hole 2's green on hole 8.
Yep.
And vice versa. So you got to really watch out for each other. And there's sometimes some backups because they're like, oh, we want this card to finish up, or people are taking turns across 2 greens. It's interesting.
Yeah. When in doubt, let the card ahead of you play through, or play first, so that you don't have to wait for them later on. Unfortunate kind of short miss from Cecil there. Yep. Looks like the tree was a little bit in play, but oh man, we're kind of getting towards the point in the round where it's easy to lose focus. You're kind of you're not winning the tournament, and it's like, I don't know. It's easy to not really care about these kind of putts. Good finish from Carson.
Yeah, Carson's definitely caring about it. He is looking at his score and wondering what the rating's going to be at the end of it all, as most amateurs do. Not all, but most.
Oh yeah, and, I'm guilty of that. Try not to think about it, but sometimes that thought just creeps in.
Always. Cecil. Gotta grab the disc, man. All right. Once again, guys, I'm going to thank you now for coming and checking out the coverage. I've got the rest of the tour for this year as well, so you guys can always come back, check that out. It should be releasing every week for the next few weeks. We have Rena Center to thank as well while we're here. In Pekin, they helped kick back to the tour. So if you guys have any storage needs and live in the Pekin area, check them out. But once again, guys, I'm doing this for you. I love being able to kind of put on the amateur scene and show you guys a few of the other courses that get slept on here in the area. And Bradley is probably the most popular course that's truly in the city of Peoria.
Yeah.
Very well maintained, very pretty, very highly trafficked in the summertime too. So.
Yep, and a great course to just go and get a casual round in. Not something that's gonna beat you up or make you feel bad about your game, but yeah. Go
this
out there
hole
and have fun. This hole, maybe is an exception. Pretty difficult, 332 feet, playing a decent ways downhill, but you've got danger all around. Big ravine off to the left, drop off behind the basket that can very easily bring you down to OB. Carson looks like he's just playing the left side gap with the forehand. It's gonna skip up, but still be well short. Probably just playing to get up and down for par.
Yep. think just wanted to preserve the score here. He probably looked at last round and saw no birdies, and
Yeah.
I think it will probably end up playing the same here with the wind picking up a right to left, likely to push discs back into that ravine that we saw Chris in round 1. Common tree to hit when you're trying to throw that straight line.
Yeah.
But
Dude, that was going far.
Yeah, it looks like... Okay, so we'll have Travis throwing the forehand as well. I wouldn't be... I guess we've seen Dax throw forehand and backhand, so curious to see which line he takes. Travis, oh, this is a little overturned. Hopefully
don't
it
put
can...
branches.
Yeah, it fights well. So that'll, yeah. Not the easiest up and down from there, but fortunate to not be down in the ravine. And we will see Dax take the backhand straight line. And this looks to be well thrown. Just needs to miss. Oh, catches the last tree on the line.
Yeah,
That was tracking to be pretty close there.
Yeah, some scary approaches here as
Yeah.
Cecil is essentially replaying the hole, not getting very far. This green, as we saw, can get pretty fast and let discs just roll OB. Yeah, really these guys just don't want to take a big number, get off this hole, call it a day. Ooh, a little lofty forehand.
Yeah, that looks like it should land pretty soft though. Well thrown from Carson. Needs to scoot a little bit.
Yeah.
Should be okay for Dax.
Cecil, I hope he's not trying to give this one a run. Just put it close.
Yeah, he should just be looking to get up and
He
down.
ran it, though.
Oh boy, yeah. Let's see if that caught the tree or not. Looks like it may not have.
That's
Oh,
a good
yeah.
grab.
Nice putt from Travis. Good way to finish the round strong.
Yeah.
Gives him a little fist pump.
And that secures his second place spot.
Yep.
So well done. We have our clear and obvious first place
Yeah, at this point.
player and our second place finisher here too. So a little bit of a fall off here from Dax and Cecil. They would have loved to turn around under par round here, but alas, it's not the case.
Yeah, and Cecil's got this long comebacker for bogey, I believe. Oh man, can't quite get it.
Yeah.
It's tough.
9's a tough hole to finish on.
Yeah, it's really, yeah. I like it as a finishing hole, but it definitely brings in, I mean, it brings in scoring separation, but it also brings in potential to kind of
Blow
end your
up.
round on a sour note,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Exactly. So
Cecil looking to just make good on his double here and get off the course. There you go.
yeah. Shifting down a few spots, he'll be tied with a few other players, including Jeremy Davis for 8th place. So, good on Jeremy for playing a pretty good round.
Yeah,
Climb up a
and
little bit.
Congrats to Carson on getting the win.
Well
It's
done.
a great second round. Coming in at 10:02 rated for 9 under par. That's great.
I'm still seeking my first 1,000 rated round.
Yeah, I've got one, but yeah.
Well,
They're not
guys,
easy to come by.
yeah, absolutely. And guys, once again, that is the Brave of the Midwest coverage. This was the first tour stop, so we have tour stops 2 through 8 to come get you. We had GPO out, so tune in next week for the next coverage. And thank you guys once again. Ben, appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, we hope to have you on again in a future event.
Absolutely.
See you guys.